Hello, my name is Anthony Rualcaba. What I would like people to call me is either Anthony or Antonio. I'm Hispanic, so a lot of people in my life call me Antonio, so it doesn't really matter to me whether you call me Anthony or Antonio. My pronouns are he and him, and I am majoring in economics with a minor in math, and that's me to the right 2 years ago during my first year of college. After I graduate college, I'm not exactly sure what it is that I'm gonna do, but I'm thinking of applying to a couple internships at various companies to see what type of career I would like to pursue. I want to see what type of jobs I like to do and what types of jobs I don't like to do so that I can get the best possible job that I like and that I enjoy that can make a lot of money. But I'm thinking that I'm either going to narrow it down to either becoming an economist, an actuary, or a financial analyst. However, there's another possibility that I'm think I'm doing, and that's opening up a franchise for Beggars Pizza. I have been working at my job, which is called Beggars Pizza, for about 4.5 years now, and my family has been working there for about 30. And so I really enjoy working at that place, and I think it would be a really good thing for me to open up another business under the name of Beggars Pizza, make a lot of money, and just keep enjoying the job that I like to do. So I'm thinking of either doing that or following a professional career. When it comes to research, I have very limited amount of experience involving research. I think that the only real research that I've done in my life is writing essays for my English 161 class during my freshman year in college. During my final essay, I basically had to write a 10-page paper in which I had to look at various articles as well as read a couple books in order to answer a question that I developed for my final essay. And I like to think that I did a pretty good job because I basically got an A for the not only the class but also the paper. So I think that when it comes to research, even though I have very limited experience, I think I'm pretty good at it. When it comes to TV, I've never been a person to really watch TV, but there are two shows that I binge watch in my life. And the first show that I binge watched was The Office. I had seen a couple clips on YouTube as well as some TikToks, and I thought it was really funny with the things that they did. So I was like, why not give it a try? And so I basically watched a series, and I would like to say that I really, really enjoyed it. However, I stopped watching after season 7 when Michael left because he was my favorite character and the one that made me laugh the most. And so after he left, I just kind of felt like the series got bland. And the second show that I've recently binge watched is How I Met Your Mother. Almost the same to The Office. I had seen a couple clips on YouTube as well as TikTok, and I thought that it looked pretty interesting and pretty funny. So I was like, why not give it a try again? And so I watched it, and just like The Office, I really really enjoyed the show. And so those are basically the two only other series that I binge watch in my life. When it comes to TV, like I said, I'm not really a TV person. I would much rather just read books or do something else. Now, the five things that represent me pretty well is first of all, my family. I love my family with all my heart because they have sacrificed a lot for me and they have always taken care of me. I'm basically everything that they are because they have nurtured me to become the person that I am, of becoming a good person, a hard worker. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be anything in life. So I really, really enjoy and really love my family. The second thing that I really love to do or that represents me is work. Like I have said, I have been working at my job for about 4.5 years, and during those 4.5 years, I have developed a pretty good work ethic. I'm basically a full-time student at UIC, and I'm also a full-time worker at Beggars. And I have managed to create a work ethic strong enough for me to be able to balance both and do both of them things pretty well. And I think that having a work ethic is really important for a person to have, not just only for you to have a really good job, but also because I think that work ethic pushes you to become a better person. By having a good work ethic, you can basically do a lot of things in life. The third thing that represents me really well is reading. I have always loved reading ever since I was little. When I was really little, I used to love reading Dr. Seuss books. And then as I got a little bit older, I transitioned into reading books like Darwin P. Kidd and also Captain Underpants. But now that I've gotten a little bit older, I have read a lot more classical books, as they would say. And my favorite book that I've read so far is called Crime and Punishment by Fyodor Dostoevsky. I read it this last summer, and it's a pretty long book, but it's very, very interesting, and I really, really enjoyed it, and I hope to read more books in the future by him. The fourth thing that represents me pretty well is soccer. I have been a soccer fanatic for basically ever since I was 6 years old. My two favorite soccer teams are Real Madrid and a Mexican club called Club America. I watch their games every single weekend, and I really, really enjoy not only watching the sport, but also playing it. And the last things that represent me is Mexican music. I have always listened Mexican music since I was little, and I really enjoy that style of music over anything else. My favorite artist is an artist who unfortunately died in 1992, and his name is Chalino Sanchez. He wrote corridos, and I really enjoy listening to him. And so those are basically the five things that represent me the most.